All right, welcome to another video, bro. Tier list video, tier list. Today we're gonna be talking about soccer play styles, bro. Football play styles. Going from unmatched. So that means like what unmatched means, bro. It means just the best. Honestly, very useful, very good to have. Just very good. All the way down to stop wasting my time. Why is this even here? I don't need this for a game, not even for a practice. It's just not useful. So yeah, we're gonna get started right now. All right, first we're gonna start with big body, bro. Big body defenders, bro. These guys, unmatched, bro. When you play against defenders like these, bro, you cannot beat them. I'm sorry, you cannot beat them unless you outpace them. That's the only way. But aside from that, if they're even a couple centimeters from you, you're not beating them. They got that big body. They can just guard you from the ball. They can hit you down, shoulder you, and there's not a thing you can do about it, bro. You just gotta take it like a good boy. And honestly, they're unmatched. They are unmatched, bro. And these guys, oh my gosh, they are the most, as a striker, they are the most annoying player to play against. Like, they are so annoying, but they do their job so well. It's respectable. Like, you're so mad that you can't beat them, but at the same time, you're just mad at yourself because, like, why am I not good enough to beat these guys, bro? And it's just because they're just that good. They're just that good. They're using Van Dijk as a picture, Yeah. All right, number two. All right, next we got speed merchants, bro, pace abusers. Now, people, I'm gonna tell you right now, players, every single player, if you're fast, bro, no one is beating you. If you're a pace abuser like Mbappe, if you're a legit pace abuser, you're unmatched. I'm sorry, you're unmatched. I put this above being defender in a way, bro, because as a pace abuser, no one on the field can stop you if you do it right. You can't just like be fast but bad though. But if you're fast and you're good, and you're like, if you're like not just like fast, fast. If you're like fast, like I can get to the ball before another player, even though they're closer to the ball. That's fast. If you can be that fast, you're unmatched, bro. Like I said, Mbappe is a pretty good example, bro. Made the World Cup final twice, won it at 19 years old, lost in the finals. PKs, by the way, PKs. So yeah, no. Having speed, bro. Real speed is truly unmatched, bro. I put it even above being a big body defender because I can't speak. What's being a big I can't speak. What's being a good defender, big defender gotta do? What are you gonna do if you're a big good defender if you can't catch up to the person, So that's why I put it up there. That's just my opinion, but hey, I'm gonna keep it up there anyway. Next we got being a shooter. I'm gonna just skip those two because I feel like it. Being a good shooter, bro, a long range shooter, someone who always hits their target, or even just someone who's like always on target. Like when they shoot, you're like, oh, if I hadn't blocked that shot, or if I hadn't intercepted that, or oh man, if I gave him enough space and he would shoot that, that's going in 99% of the time. These players, bro, pretty good. And I only say that because I don't know. This is a hard one. I'm gonna put it at because you won't always have a chance to shoot long range, let alone get a shot at all during high level games, right? And you see that in the pros all the time, right? Even when you do, and again, even the best shooters in the world, they miss as well. So it's not always. I don't know. I just put it here because, like I said, you guys have to get a shot off first. You can't just be shooting from anywhere, bro. You can't just be doing that because, especially the higher level you get, you can't just be shooting the ball because having possession of the ball, bro, is very important. It's very vital because once you lose that, that's an opportunity for the other team to score. That's why you can't just go shooting the ball anywhere and hoping for the best. Now, lower level games, if you want to shoot, coaches always say take a shot if you can, if you're open, But higher level you get, it becomes more crucial that you move the ball around more and know when to shoot because you can't just shoot the ball and give it away like that. That's not very vital to keep the ball. It's very important. So I put it here, but I might change that later on. Who knows? But anyway, next we're gonna go to the dribbler, bro, the trickster, bro, like Neymar. I'm just gonna say Neymar, bro. Honestly, he's like the best one I can think of. Neymar, I put it at pretty good. Depends how good you are. Again, But being a trickster, it can work. But problem is, once players figure out who you are and what you do, unless you're that good, like that good, and even then, like once they figure out who you are and what you do, then you gotta have a plan B. If you don't have a plan B, then no. Like with these two things, like even then, like if you're a big defender, if not a big one, but just a big body, good defender, right? Even with plan Bs, these guys, they got plan Cs, plan Ds, they can still stop you. Say for being a pace abuser, even if defenders are playing against a pace abuser, they don't really, they don't really got a plan B for you. They really don't. Best thing they can do, if you got no stamina, they'll just stick with you, and that's it. If you got stamina, you could keep running over and over, then you're unmatched. So, anyway, as I was saying, I put that pretty good because you can see what Neymar can do, but he's one of the few who's like really good at what he does. So, like I said, it depends how good you are again, but in terms of just the average, I put it at pretty good because with the right plan, you can easily stop these type of players. You can easily stop these type of players if you just plan it right and if you're a decent defender. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it at there. Next, we got volleys, bro. The volley merchant, bro. Players who are able to hit that ball in the air and actually get it in the net, bro, without skying it, just without missing, bro. I put that at mid, bro, because most times in games you won't really have the opportunity to hit a volley, and even if you do, well, I mean, it'd be pretty cool if you actually hit one. But let's say in this case you're a volley merchant, you're not always gonna have a chance in the game to do that. You really won't. Most times you're just gonna be hitting the ball, to be honest, or just trapping it in the air. You won't be volleying it. But if you do, then hey, that's aura points. I'm gonna keep it at mid because you can get some aura from doing that. Next, we got free kick merchants. Free kick merchants, bro. Free kick merchants. I'm gonna put that at low end of pretty good, bro. Low end of pretty good because free kicks can change the game. The right free kick, the right play, it can change the game. It can really, really change the game. So I'm gonna keep it at pretty good, the low end of pretty good, because it's not dire to learn free kicks. That's why there's people like Ronaldo, Messi who take their free kicks, whereas other players don't because they're not as good at free kicks as the free kick takers. If I'm making sense. So I'm gonna keep it at pretty good because they're definitely good to have if you can do them, and they can definitely change the energy and just the entire air of the game if you can actually get good at free kicks. So as a free kick merchant, well, I'm not a free kick merchant, but if you're a free kick merchant, I'm gonna put you here, bro. So yeah. Next, we got tap in merchants, bro. Tap in merchants. So honestly, it's gonna go here. Nah, I'm playing that. It's going here. Tap in merchants, bro. No. Tap in merchants. The thing about them is that their goals are so boring. But the best part about tap in merchants is that they just know how to score. They know how to move. Like their movements are incredible. I put tap in merchants above everything else because their movements are like, even though the goal may look boring and like sure, but like what it takes to get that goal, that tap in, is huge. It's really huge. And most players, like not even saying most players, but some people just don't notice that. All they see is like the type of goal you score and like, oh wow, that's a pretty boring goal. But they don't look at the movement. Watch the player. Don't watch the after. Don't watch the goal, bro. That's not about the goal and what they score. That's not the important thing. It's about what happened before that goal. What it took to actually get that goal. Where were they moving? That's why I put tap in merchants at like unmatched or way unmatched, because like I said, Erling Haaland, bro, for example, he's a tap in merchant and he's damn well good at it. All right, next, bro, we got the Fowler, bro. Sergio Ramos, bro. I'm putting you here, bro. I don't care. Players like these, bro, stay out my game, bro. All they do is try to injure you. They don't do anything. They don't. Okay, they're useful. At the same time, I don't care, bro. Like technically, realistically speaking, they could be here, but at the same time, they can also be here, bro. Like they don't. I can't stress this enough. No. They're dangerous. They can. First of all, being this type of player can make the game worse for your team. By the way, just so you know, I don't got to explain that. I really don't. It can make your team worse. Now there are certain times where, especially in the professional thing, they'll try to foul good players who like, for example, Messi. He gets fouled a lot. Even Ronaldo kind of flops, but even then he can get fouled too. Just Mbappe definitely. These players they change the game. So by taking them out, or even just just taking them out, it can change the game. Even at the expense of you getting a red card, it can still change the game. But at the same time, it doesn't always work. It doesn't usually work, to be honest. And honestly, it's not worth it for the red card. It's not worth it. Being this type of player, first of all, ref's gonna now notice you, and ref will subconsciously make calls against you more. By the way, so yeah, no, it's not worth it. I don't think it's good. Next, we got the selfish player. Now, I'm gonna say selfish striker in this case. No, I'll say the selfish player. It's the selfish player. So, in terms of usefulness, being selfish, I put it here. But I put it here. But at the same time, it can be dangerous if you're too selfish. Like, it's a team sport. This is not individual. It's a team sport. So it's kind of hard. I want to put it at mid. Not because being selfish is bad, but because there's a balance. There's a balance into being selfish. There's times where you should be selfish, and there's times where you should not be selfish. You have to learn to balance that. Now, in this case, let's just say you're just all around just selfish. We're gonna put you at Met because being that type of player is a no-go. So in this case, we're talking what type of player am I? What am I saying, bro? Let me pause. Okay. No, but in this case, where we're going off a player who's mostly selfish, 80-70% selfish, right? And in that case, that's not a balance. So that's gonna go in meh. Because in this sport, you need to have a balance. Unless you're Messi, bro. Unless you're Messi, that's different. If you're Messi, that's a whole different story. Otherwise, if you're the average player, and even if you're a good semi-pro player or whatever, it doesn't matter. You still gotta have a balance, bro. Unless you're Messi, that's the only exception. Unless you're Messi. Now, next. What was this one? I low-key forgot. Let me check. I totally forgot. We're gonna skip this one because I forgot. All right, next one. The person who can see passes that no one else can see, bro. The person who's able, like Messi, for example. Messi, bro. I'm just a Messi laser. Messi, bro. These type of people, bro, up here, unmatched. They can see. Think about it. They're thinking 5-10 seconds ahead already. They already know what they're gonna do before anyone else even knows what they're gonna do. They know where their player's gonna be at. They know who they're gonna pass it to, and they also know how to see opportunities that other players cannot, including their opponent. And that is a very powerful thing. You see it happen all the time in pro games. Catch a defender off guard for even a split of a second. That's a goal. As easy as that. That's gonna be a goal. That's the power of seeing things that other players cannot. I don't know what to call that. I'm just gonna call it a creative. You get the point, though. I'm not gonna explain it. You get the point, though. So yeah. Next, we got the all-around player. This one's gonna go pretty good. Honestly, no. A good all-around player. If you're just all around, this one's hard. Let's see. A good all-around player. Honestly, I put it at pretty good. And I don't really know how to explain it, but it's good to be all around because actually, yeah, I'm gonna put it here. Top pretty good. Because being an all-around player, as I said, that means you can pass, you can trap, you can shoot, you can do all those things. The thing about being an all-around player is that coaches, you have more opportunity because coaches, especially when you're trying out for teams or even just playing and, scouts are watching you, professional coaches are watching you. The best thing of being an all-around player is that you can improve on everything. And that coaches, they can put you anywhere they want, anywhere they see fit. And that gives you a lot of opportunity to improve on that area of the field because I know some players are just like, oh no, I want to play this position. I want to play that position. I'm better at this position. No, no, no. That's not what this is about. No. In this case, no. No. If you want to make teams and you want to excel, never argue. If a coach is like, oh, I want you to go there. Don't complain. Don't complain. Just do it. Just say yes, coach, and just do it. If you do bad, then they'll put you somewhere else. That gives you room to improve, all right? But otherwise, just don't complain. Just play the game. Because as an all-around player, they'll put you where they want to. You'll improve, and you'll just get better. And if you really want to make it, then it won't matter where you are. That's all I got to say. So being an all-around player, I put it at high tier, pretty good. And lastly, we got, I forgot what this was, bro. But it's Van Dijk. So I think it was being a good defender. Just being an all-around defender, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, being an all-around defender. Unmatched. Unmatched. I'm going to explain why it's unmatched. Being an all-around defender. I'm gonna put it at here, bro. Put it here. No. I'm putting this at here. Being an all-around defender. Hey, wait, this should be here, bro. This should be here. Yeah, speaking of all-around defender, though, I gotta say that now. Being an all-around defender, you get a ton of opportunities because coaches, teams, they always need good defenders. And you don't gotta be the best, but you're not the worst. You're just all around. You're not bad, but you're not the best, but you're not bad. You know, and I think that's pretty useful to be because I can't speak today. I just think it's good because these defenders have a ton of room to improve on, and they can always get better and better with each game. They can improve and improve throughout experience. And honestly, coaches love that. Fans love that. Everyone loves that, right? So I just think being an all-around defender is unmatched because, yeah, opportunities, room to improve, and yeah, I'm gonna put it at pretty good actually. High tier, pretty good. Because defenders, these guys technically get more opportunities than all-around regular players actually do. Players like midfielders, strikers, fullbacks. But yeah, I said fullbacks. Those are defenders. But yeah. So that's it for the list. A quick little list for a new video. Hope you have a good day. See you. Oh, shoot. I stuttered. Goodbye.